Hey everyone, Joe here from BeagleCardInsights.com, and today we're going to look at 13 different Kobe Bryant rookie cards that you can collect and invest in that should make for an awesome collection or an investment, whichever way you decide to go. Today we're going to take a look at just 13 of them. They're not necessarily the best ones, that's always up for debate, or this is not a complete comprehensive list, but this is just the 13 that I think stood out the most in terms of their collectability, their grading, all those sorts of things. So without further ado, let's take a look at these Kobe Bryant rookie cards. First one we're going to cover here is this 1996 Bowman's Best rookie card. And Bowman's Best came out with cards, I believe, first in 1995, if I'm not mistaken. So this is a second year they introduced cards. And this card has a really nice, like, glossy finish to it. Really cool looking card. There are refractor and atomic refractor versions of this card. So a few years after refractors were introduced into the market, Bowman's Best definitely jumped on that horse, and this is just a really solid overall card that I think is gaining a lot of traction as new collectors start to discover all the different cards from the 90s and Kobe Bryant rookie cards. So definitely look out for this as a base. Also, there's some best cuts and best picks inserts with like some die cut cards in this set. I do believe Kobe has a best picks insert that is like a die cut card that also has a base refractor and atomic refractor version. So those start to get pretty spendy as you get up into those more rare inserts. But this base Bowman's Best Kobe is a really nice solid one to start off with. Next, we're going to take a look at Topps Finest. There is actually two different Kobe rookie cards in this Topps Finest set. I happen to highlight this one that says Heirs on it. There's also an Apprentices. It says like Apprentices vertically along the side of the card. Another card that has a nice glossy finish. If you can find one that looks centered and has a solid looking edges and corners, could be a good one to pick up ungraded for the right price. Just make sure you check out PSA Pop reports for what current prices are for grading, and probably never pay too much for what kind of an average between an 8 and a 9 goes for, because it's really tough to get a lot of these cards in 10 since they are a little bit older and probably handled by people over the years, and especially even if you rip them fresh out of packs, there can be some stickage, especially in these more glossy cards, as I've seen as I've ripped cards. So this is another pretty cool one, Topps Finest, which was first introduced in '93 and was actually this brand in the set that introduced refractors. I don't believe this one has a refractor version, but there is like a peel that comes on these cards that some people want to leave the coating on and not peel it off. It's just meant to protect the surface. This particular example does not have a coating on the surface, but it's really up to you whether or not, once you get a card like that, whether you want to peel it off. Some people do get them graded with the coating on them, so PSA does designate whether or not the card has the coating or not in their pop reports and their auction prices. So another really nice Kobe rookie card there. Next up, we got 1996 Fleer rookie. This is kind of like a run-of-the-mill Kobe card, so much more approachable in terms of if you want to pick up a PSA 9, you could probably get it for maybe a little over $100, so not crazy expensive considering it is a rookie card of one of the greatest players of all time. PSA 10 is starting to hover around 500 here in August of 2020. So, I mean, all Kobe rookie cards really going up as he is a tremendous collectible player. But if you're looking for something in a little more of the bargain end of the line, try and pick up like a PSA 9 of this 96 Fleer Kobe. Might be a nice one to add to a collection. There's a couple inserts in this set as well. There's like a Rookie Sensation and a Lucky 13 insert. So if you want to buy some hobby boxes, I believe those will be in Series 2 of the 96 Fleer for this one. Next up is 96 Metal. This has become kind of a really collectible set as there's Jordan cards in here that are worth quite a bit of money. And there's also Precious Metals, which is basically the same card. It's like a parallel to this one. So Those are worth quite a bit, but this base metal card is just kind of the staple rookie card for Kobe. You'll see this all over eBay, graded, ungraded, all sorts of stuff. You could probably pick up an ungraded version for under $100, but just beware that PSA 10s are only gemming at a rate of about 18%, which is not too tough of a grade, but it is a tough grade. I've seen definitely gem rates well under 10% for certain cards, but if they've been handled by someone, chances are it's like a 9 or an 8. It's really tough to get 10s. But if you rip boxes too, it's probably still tough to get 10s. So just beware of that when you are buying raw and ungraded versions of this card. Apparently there's also a Fresh Foundations rookie insert in this set. I didn't cover that here, but this is kind of the stock one from the Fleer Metal set of 96. Next up is a SkyBox Premium. There's actually quite a few rookie cards from SkyBox Premium, and I highlighted 3 of them. So SkyBox Premium, SkyBox didn't come out with a standard set as far as I understand in 96, so they just came out with this premium version. Maybe, you know, a little more classy design, a little more effort put into the design. They didn't just have a photo with some letters on it and stuff. They really put some effort into making the design look more artistic and stuff. This is the base version of one of his rookie cards, number 55 of this set. But there's also these ruby parallels. So as you can see on this card, I'll open the image up in a new tab. There's this gold lettering going on. The rubies version is just this gold lettering is just like a red ruby color. But those are quite a bit more rare than the base versions. So if you see them online and somebody maybe doesn't even know they have a ruby version, but you see your red lettering here, you might have gotten pretty lucky if the seller doesn't know what they're selling. So keep an eye on ruby parallels of these. They're hardly ever going to come up for auction because I think they're really, really rare. And I'm not really even sure, based on some things I've read on forums online, people aren't really sure how many there really are out there in the circulation. But the next one from the 96 SkyBox Premium is just this one. You'll see this all over the internet as well. And just like the other one, there's a ruby version as well. So where this silver and it says Kobe Bryant here across the side of the card, that'll be red as well in the ruby version of this card. And finally, we have this insert called New Editions, kind of this like alien or video game looking design. I'm not sure if this one actually has a ruby version or not, but it is a pretty rare card. And if you want to get one at Gem Mint, prices are getting through the roof just because this card is so rare. I expect a 10 of this version to probably sell for close to 10 grand in the coming years, honestly, just based on the way prices are going nowadays. So, but this is another cool card of Kobe rookie from that set. Next up, we're looking at SkyBox Z-Force. A lot of cool cards in this set. There's a cool collectible Michael Jordan card as well that sells pretty well. This comes in the Series 2 box of SkyBox Z-Force, so take a look at Series 2. For a lot of rookie cards are generally in Series 2. There's also these Big Men in Court and Slam Cam inserts in those boxes as well, so picking up those can really make the boxes pretty valuable, which is why they fetch for $500 to $750 per hobby box, which is crazy, but a lot of these boxes do fetch high prices for Kobe cards. But this is just another really cool rookie card that I thought I'd throw in the mix with this different kind of design than some of the other ones we were looking at. So pretty cool. Next up is the 1996 Upper Deck SP rookie card, kind of just a close-up of his face. It says Hot Prospects, or what is it? Hot Prospects? Rookie Prospects on the side of the card. Premier Prospects. So a lot of card manufacturers put prospects of some sort on the sides of their rookie cards, so that's another cool one. There's a lot of unique cards in this set, as I found out. Foils, holograms, die cuts, all sorts of different things. This card in itself has been graded 7,000 times, which sounds absurd until you look at like recent Luka Doncic 13,000 in the pop report, so it's not really all that crazy. Gems at about 12%, which, you know, a little bit of a tougher grade. I'm guessing this blue foil on the side can chip a little bit easier and stuff like that. So definitely selling for over $1,000 on eBay at a gem rate 10. So pretty cool Kobe rookie card there. This is the card that's seen a big recent surge in prices. It's just the base 96 Topps. Now there is, I think, a refractor version of this card as well, which goes for well over what this one does, but it's just the base card, and it gems at 20% rate, which is fairly high. It's hard to say how many of those have been graded in the past compared to recently. It might be that a lot of people ripped boxes back in the day, and because it was a staple set of an iconic player, people just got a lot more of them graded a while back. But nevertheless, prices for some reason on this card compared to a lot of the other ones has just surged. Currently, a gem mint 10 recently went for around $5,000. Not sure if that's overpriced or not yet, but we'll see. Remember, this is just Topps. It's not Topps Chrome. I don't know if Topps Chrome was even around back then, but and I think it's more or less people just identify with Topps in general. Probably one of the favorite brands of the past, and it's kind of a staple rookie card of Kobe. So very cool. Next up, 96 Fleer Ultra. Again, if you're looking for something that's a little bit lower end, kind of like the base Fleer, this is a good one to pick up. However, it's a really tough gem card, so if you do want to try to get a gem mint 10, you are going to have to pay up. But I think there's probably going to be a pretty big discrepancy in 10s versus 9s just because 10s are so tough to come by. And the PSA Pop report showed only 7.5% gem rate on this card, so 284 10s in existence only, so that's why they fetch a high price tag. But like I said, PSA 9s, a couple $100 for this thing, so pretty cool one and a mint condition that you could pick up and add to your collection. Just a solid looking card. I really like the font on this card, this Kobe Bryant with like the tail on the T that comes underneath. I really like this from a font, a graphic design perspective on the card. Next up, Upper Deck rookie exclusives. This is a rookie insert as a part of a Upper Deck set that year. Also, another notable rookie of this year is Allen Iverson as well. So they came in the Series 2 hobby boxes for Upper Deck, I believe. So yeah, pretty cool rookie card. Kind of has that basketball texture pattern in the background and says exclusives on the side. And it looks like the gem rate is like probably around 15 to 20%, same as the 8s, and then a lot of them falling into the PSA 9 range, so not a particularly tough card to grade, but pretty cool nonetheless. And finally, I included this Upper Deck UD3, which is another interesting Upper Deck set they came out with in 96. I guess there's a couple Kobe rookies, but I decided to spotlight this one just because it's a cool pose. He's going up for a dunk. And has a real nice, color standout from the black and white background, and it says Aerial Artists on it. I just think this is an awesome looking card. There's also one from the set called Hardwood Prospects, which has like this brown sort of basketball court-like outline thing on it, which I don't think is as cool looking. I think this is a cooler one, but that one also fetches a pretty decent price. So hope you guys enjoyed this list of Kobe Bryant rookie cards. You can check out this article. I'll leave a link in the description to my website, bbillcardinsights.com, and covering this article for Kobe Bryant rookie cards. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.